As you can imagine, I wanted to wait till this whole election was fully decided so we can go on about, Trump this or Biden that. But holy shit, this process has fucking lingered, Like I was like, oh, okay, originally I was like, okay, Tuesday's election. I was like, oh, I'll record the bonus episode Wednesday so I'll know the answer. Wednesday comes along. I'm like, oh, okay, shit, I'm going to have to wait till Wednesday night. That doesn't work. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do it Thursday is still not tallied up. Like, what the hell is going on with this counting system? I'm Googling it. It's like fucking absentee votes, mail-in votes, all this shit. Trump suing to... Like, what the hell is going on south of the border? If you're watching from the States, what the fuck is with the election happened Tuesday? And that's the whole problem with me recording this before the answer. It's because it's not gonna date well, This isn't gonna age well. So, like, I'm in the lingering spot. Like, some good coffee. All I know is if Trump wins... And to be honest, I originally thought Trump was... If Trump wins, it's just going to be more of the same for the next 4 years. If Trump doesn't win, it's bad news for the media, They're going to really have to go heaven on COVID or Ebola 2 or whatever the fuck it is. Because for these last 4 years, Trump has made it just heyday for the media, Like, he's their cash cow. Like, as soon as Trump got in office, that's everything talked about for 4 years straight. And it fucked up comedy, too. Trump was the original COVID where it's like, oh, shit, everybody's going to be talking. I'm going to avoid that topic because obviously everybody's doing something on Trump/COVID, right? So I'm actually hoping Biden gets into office, to be honest, because then the presidency, all POTUS, all that, it'll go back to just being in the background as far as a Canadian is concerned, It used to be the States has their politics. There's always a foreign policy blunder, and it's like, oh, Obama spits on Japanese prime minister, like a little. But with Trump, it was like straight up like soap opera. It was like, it was almost like Apprentice and presidency mixed together. It was straight up soap opera shit. It was reality TV. It was becoming reality TV, especially with his tweets and everyone retweeting his tweets, and just the spectacle that he made on every turn, It was almost like Trump is almost being like, I can be whoever I want and I'll still lead this country kind of vibe, And, kudos to that, to be honest. I actually think if Biden wins in a year, 6 months, there's actually going to be a point of boredom. Of being like, oh, man, I kind of miss that insane fuck Trump, But holy shit, this has taken a long time. Like, it is, I'm recording this. I looked at my watch, but it's not even set, I'm one of those, it's a mechanical watch, you know what I mean? I put it on. I don't even know why I put it on, but it's on. If you're watching the video, you'll see I got this watch on. I got it as a gift a long time ago. And I just felt like rocking it, feeling good. I was like, I don't have an answer on this election thing, so I'm going to need to carry this episode with a watch or something shiny, Like, otherwise, this shit's not going to work. I even made a note here that said election. Oh, and let me grab that. Perfect. Good thing. This is why you write Post-its, okay? So you remind yourself about this shit. If Biden wins this shit, the presidency can go back to as per usual, like standard politics, It's crazy that those are the only two options. Even, like, it's two fucking withering old men, You would think the president, like, with age comes experience and wisdom, sure, but at some point it's like a parabola. At some point it has a downturn, right? And I feel like that, as far as the height of your expertise mixed with your health, the balance of all things, that's probably for a leader, it's probably 55 to 65, maybe even younger, right? Maybe even 45 to 65. I don't know what the youngest president is. I think it might have been, what's his name? Head Explodey. The grassy knoll. All that. Like, I don't know any Canadian prime ministers, and I'm just like, let's see. Trump, Obama, Bush Sr., Jr., Clinton, Bush Jr., blah, 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 Nixon. I feel like I skipped a lot. Roosevelt, You know, Kennedy, that's the one who got blasted in the face. My boy Kennedy got blasted in the face. We got a Trudeau and Stephen Harper. And before that, I know Jean Chrétien. I don't know if he was even a prime minister in Canada. And I know Cartier, because I went to that public school. So those are just by default. American politics are just so deeply enrooted in history in Hollywood that I feel like everybody knows them. But that's the annoying shit about this election. It's like a show for the world. My friends here and all my buddies here in Canada, the WhatsApp group message, they're constantly being like, yo, $10 on this, $10 on Trump. Yo, he got Nevada. Yo, he's this. They're like constant updates. Bro, when Trudeau or when any Canadian election is happening, no, none of that conversation is happening. They all live here. None of that conversation is happening. You know, I mean, a couple of them live in the States, but it's like, it's so sensationalized. It's such a show. It's almost like everyone watching like The Bachelorette or some shit like that, you know? It's like everyone's in it tweeting like, oh my God, I can't believe, like giving their projections and like putting bets down and shit. It's a show. It's like a gambling horse race or dog race. That's what it feels like. Every 4 years. This one specifically because of how catalyzing Trump is as a person. But it's got the same vibes as the World Cup. You know what I mean? You know, you have friends who never talk about soccer/football. I know I got some immigrants on here that are going to be like, don't you mean football, man? It's called football everywhere else in the world. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm not trying to fight you, okay? Soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. You know people who never bring it up. Don't know a fucking corner kick from a free throw. You know what I mean? They even call it a free throw. That's basketball. Case in point, okay? Myself included. All these people suddenly have Germany on their fucking, like, pick one so we have something to talk about and we're relevant for the next month. It's like, yo, you don't watch this. You don't follow this. You don't care to learn the rules. You're just in it to drink and have a team and be like, it's the same vibe as this election right now. People who couldn't care less about politics are just following the spectacle of this race, you know? The worst part is, again, good coffee. I'm no different. You know, I've been tweeting left and right. I'm trying to follow these trends. I'm like, let me get some of these. Because I just got on Twitter. And, yo, if you're not on Twitter, Trump is pretty much... Does Trump tweet for himself? Is he just there tweeting all the time? He tweets constantly. And he just tweets crazy, outlandish shit, too. Like, I've been hearing about that all those 4 years. But it's like, now that I'm actually on Twitter trying to tweet and retweet shit, it's like, yo, Trump is constantly tweeting. Every time I go, he tweets like a couple times an hour. He'll be like, Biden is a stupid fuck. He'll burn the country down if you vote for him. It's like 11,000 likes, 17,000 retweets, you know? It's like, is somebody doing this for him or is that him? Because there's no way this is like, the tweets I'm seeing are making it through a committee of people being like, yep, all right, this one went through legal. This one's been through legal and PR. It's good to release. No, like, the vibe is that this man is just there with a fucking iPhone or BlackBerry. I don't know. I'm assuming he's got a BlackBerry, you know, business, old, tactical feedback, all that shit. Crazy, though, the shit he tweets. But, yo, I just want this shit to be over so we can go back to living in fear of COVID. You know, nobody has been afraid of COVID this whole time. And it's pissing me off, to be honest. Okay, all right. Where is the fear? Where's the fear mongering? All right. We have built COVID up so high, and then they're like, all right, COVID, just step to the side. Black Lives Matter? Where's Black Lives Matter? You haven't heard Black Lives Matter once in the last month. Not once, you know? I actually have a theory on that. I think the reason we don't hear Black Lives Matter anymore is because all those people who bought those Black Lives Matter shirts, they put them in the wash, and then they shrunk in the dryer, you know? And the movement went right along with that. You know what I mean? Like, the whole movement was being done on a shirt level, essentially. If all these motherfuckers just hang dry their shit, man, there would be change right now. There would be change. Things would be different. Let's decide on one of these old white fucks. Let's choose one of the two. Biden looks like a cadaver. You know what I mean? Like that guy looks like medical students are learning biology on him, or they're going to be in a couple of weeks. Trump, I don't even know what Trump really looks like. Imagine that picture of Trump first thing in the morning. He's probably got his makeup and like hair people come in like before breakfast, you know? Like, no cameras, no phones. You do it quick and you're gone, or whatever. My impression is pretty bad with him right now. I can't believe that this shit is not wrapped up yet. And yo, guess what? I record all this video on my fucking phone, okay? So if I had my phone on me and the audio is recording on the laptop. So it could literally be getting decided right now and I don't know and it's too late and I'm like, fuck it. Either way, Biden wins. It goes back to politics as we know it. Biden wins. Yo, they're going to start talking about COVID hard. Okay, they're going to lean into COVID hard. Trump wins. They're going to, suck Trump's dick. Fox pro-Trump. Everyone else. The country's ruined for another 4 years. What's crazy about this whole thing is Trump was suing. And I read that, a Michigan judge tossed it out. But it's like, imagine that. It's almost like some North American version of some military coup shit. It's like he's suing to stop counting ballots because he's like, all these like absentee and like mail-in and all these after-the-fact ballots don't count. It's like, and it got dismissed real quick, but it's like, did your legal team think that was going to work? Like, stop counting. It's too late. You know what I mean? Like, they're counting, bro. And why is that system like that? Why is it like, there's no way SATs are like that, There's a standardized countrywide thing. Do they have a stack of papers and they're looking through this thing? No, they fucking Scantron that shit, right? Well, I don't know. I haven't done the SATs. By the way, all this is just totally uninformed talk, and that's half of what the immigrant section is. So I appreciate your patronage, my refugees. Y'all are the shit. And I think it's pretty clear that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to politics, but I never said that I did. So here you are just for some entertainment, and I'm going to hit you with it. A little late. I promised you Fridays. But like I said, this is not going to age well. You can't drop an episode like an hour before the election is decided, That's why I got to cover both sides. Do you remember when Trump, excuse me, Obama and Hillary, like, what was that? I guess 8 years ago? Yeah, 8 years ago, Obama and Hillary were up and up against each other. And I remember South Park released an episode the day that it happened. And the way the episode was set up, it was planning for both sides. Like, they wrote it for both scenarios. You could tell. And whoever won, they just dropped that, which is some high-level planning shit. That South Park does not fuck around. They're not going to risk not releasing. So with that spirit in mind, that's what I'm doing here. I got to cover both scenarios here. I want Biden to win. So, because Trump is this like cloud of like hack comedy bullshit. Like, Biden is like, I don't even know shit about Biden. That's the worst part about this. Isn't that the shittiest thing about politics when you're voting for a guy just because he's the lesser of two evils? Like, don't you want candidates who you actually believe in their platform and shit? Like, it really feels like people are voting for Biden because they're like, fuck Trump, Biden. It's like, yeah, what's your favorite stance that Biden's got? No, man, dude, fuck Trump. It's like, okay, that's how we're going to do it. We just got these two old frail fucks. In France, they have like a 20-party system. They vote on them, and then like the top 3 or 4 get a revote. So it's between them, and then they get the majority, and then the winner wins. Like, it's like, and then you look at how it works in America. It's some confusing shit. Obviously, John Oliver's gone through this a million times, with fucking the electoral like votes and like what's it called, county gerrymandering or something like that, like where they'll draw county lines in a very strategic way so as to favor one. It's all such old bullshit. So annoying. I just want Biden to win. I just want Biden to win so we can put the shit behind us. But the reality is, if Biden wins, Trump is probably going to be more annoying than ever. I don't know what the fuck he's going to do. So, what has he not done already? Like, what is left for him? I would say, he'll start some university, be the worst. Did that. He's going to make some reality show, be the worst. He did that. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to go fuck a porn. You know what I mean? Like, what is there left for this guy to do besides die? He just needs to go to Harvard, have a speech or two, but like... Yo, it's Abbas Wahab. That was a clip from this week's Patreon bonus episode. If you want to catch the rest or get access to weekly bonus episodes, just go to patreon.com/theimmigrant-section. Otherwise, episodes are going to keep coming out every Tuesday, same place, same time. If that's not enough for you, you got to become a certified refugee at patreon.com/theimmigrant-section. Weekly bonus episodes and more. Join the immigrant revolution, y'all. Until next time, peace.